The candle maker. Sophie had always loved candles. As a child, she remembered sitting by the fireplace in her grandmother's small cottage, watching her grandmother pour wax into molds, carefully choosing scents and trimming wicks with precision. The flickering light, combined with the soft fragrance of lavender, vanilla, and beeswax, created a warm and magical atmosphere. Her grandmother would often whisper, "A candle is more than wax and wick, Sophie. It is warmth, light, and care captured in a little flame." Years later, Sophie took her grandmother's lessons to heart. She opened a small candle shop in the heart of her town. The shop was cozy, filled with wooden shelves displaying colorful candles of every shape and size. Some were scented, some were simple, but each was made with care and attention. Sophie personally crafted every candle, pouring wax, blending fragrances, and inspecting each piece to ensure it reflected her love and dedication. Her customers loved not only the candles, but the experience of visiting the shop. Children would watch in fascination as she demonstrated how to make a candle. Adults appreciated the time and care she put into each creation. And tourists often returned home with souvenirs that carried a story. Sophie spoke gently to her visitors, practicing English phrases like, "This candle is handmade. The scent is calming. Every candle carries warmth." These words helped her explain her craft while sharing a piece of her heart. For many years, Sophie's candle shop flourished. Regular customers returned weekly, delighted by seasonal fragrances, new designs, and the comforting ambience of her store. She loved interacting with people, helping them choose gifts, or teaching children simple techniques to make their own candles. The shop was more than a business, it was a space of connection, creativity, and warmth. Then, one spring, a large department store opened nearby, featuring a candle section with flashy displays, modern scents, and mass-produced products. It promised variety, convenience, and low prices. Slowly, Sophie noticed a change. Fewer customers visited her shop, and sales declined. Families who had once enjoyed selecting candles with her now opted for the ease and novelty of the big store. Sophie felt a pang of worry. The shop had been a place of care, tradition, and personal touch. Could it survive in the shadow of a large, impersonal business? One quiet evening, while cleaning shelves and organizing supplies, Sophie noticed a small wooden box tucked behind a stack of wax molds. Curious, she opened it and discovered her grandmother's old candle-making notebook. The pages were yellowed with age, filled with handwritten notes, sketches, and secret recipes for special candles. Each entry included instructions for blending fragrances, shaping unique candles, and creating small touches that added warmth and character. Some notes were practical, others sentimental. Add a drop of lavender for calmness. A heart-shaped candle brings joy. Each candle should carry your love into the world. Sophie felt a spark of inspiration. She realized that the secret to her shop's success was not just the candles themselves, but the love, attention, and personal touch that went into each one. Determined, she began experimenting with her grandmother's recipes, combining old techniques with her own creativity. She poured wax carefully, blended scents thoughtfully, and shaped each candle with patience. As Sophie worked, she spoke softly, practicing English phrases with her visitors. "Notice the color, smell the fragrance, feel the warmth. She wanted people to understand that each candle was more than a product, was a gesture of care, a little flame carrying love, and a reminder of comfort. Slowly, customers began to return. They appreciated the intimacy, the personal attention, and the story behind each candle. Children loved watching the process, while adults valued the time Sophie took to explain each step and share the joy of making something with care. Word began to spread. People came not just to buy candles, but to experience the warmth and connection her shop offered. They appreciated that the candles were handmade, that each one carried a story, and that Sophie's attention to detail reflected genuine care. Families returned, bringing friends, and children participated in small workshops where they learned to make their own candles under Sophie's guidance. During these workshops, Sophie encouraged visitors to explore their creativity and express themselves through candle making. She taught simple English phrases to help them describe their experience. "I made this shape. This scent reminds me of. I hope this candle brings warmth to someone." These phrases helped both children and adults articulate their feelings and connect more deeply with the process. One afternoon, a young boy approached Sophie nervously. "I can't make it perfect," he admitted. "It looks messy." Sophie smiled kindly. "It doesn't have to be perfect," she said. "A candle is special because of the care you put into it. The warmth you create is more important than the shape." She guided his hands, showing him how to pour wax gently and add small touches to make the candle unique. Slowly, his confidence grew, and he smiled proudly at his creation. Sophie realized that the true magic of her shop was not in perfect candles, but in the experience of creating, sharing, and connecting. As the months passed, Sophie continued to craft candles with dedication, incorporating new scents, shapes, and techniques inspired by her grandmother's notebook. Each candle carried a story, a memory, and a sense of warmth. Visitors returned not only for the products, but for the opportunity to participate, learn, and experience the love embedded in every creation. Even as the large store continued to attract customers with its flashy displays, Sophie's shop thrived. People valued the personal touch, the care, and the human connection that could not be replicated by mass production. Families spent time together making candles, children learned patience and creativity, and adults rediscovered the joy of giving something handmade, thoughtful, and meaningful. Sophie also realized that the candle-making process itself was a way to teach life lessons. Pouring wax carefully, blending scents thoughtfully, and shaping candles required patience, attention, and mindfulness. She encouraged students to notice the small details, how the light flickered, how scents combined, and how each candle reflected the maker's personality. She guided them with phrases in English. "Notice the texture, smell the blend. Light the wick gently. Your candle carries your heart." Through these experiences, Sophie's shop became more than a place to buy candles. It became a hub of learning, creativity, and human connection. Visitors returned repeatedly, drawn by the warmth, care, and authenticity they could feel in the atmosphere. Children laughed and experimented. Adults shared stories, and neighbors connected in ways that extended beyond the walls of the shop. One evening, as the sun set and the last visitor left, Sophie sat by the window and lit a small candle. The soft glow illuminated the room, casting shadows on the walls and reflecting the colors of the handcrafted candles around her. She whispered softly to herself, "It is not the size of the shop or the number of customers that matters. It is the warmth we give, the love we share, and the care we put into everything we do." The flickering flame reminded her that the true value of her work was not in selling candles, but in spreading warmth, comfort, and connection. Through her grandmother's hidden recipes and her own dedication, Sophie had learned an important truth. People do not only love the objects they hold, they love the experience, care, and emotion behind them. A candle was not just wax and wick, it was a gesture of warmth, a small flame carrying love into someone's life, and a reminder of the beauty of personal attention. Sophie's small candle shop continued to flourish. Families returned regularly, children created new candles, and adults discovered the joy of giving and sharing thoughtful creations. Visitors appreciated the story behind each candle, the hands-on experience, and the opportunity to connect with others. The large store could offer variety and convenience, but it could not offer the intimacy, authenticity, and human warmth Sophie's shop provided. Every candle Sophie made carried a piece of her heart and the legacy of her grandmother. Through her dedication, creativity, and care, she reminded her community that true value lies not in mass production, flashiness, or convenience, but in love, attention, and the connections we share. The candle maker thrived not because of numbers or popularity, but because she offered warmth, care, and a personal touch that touched the hearts of all who visited. The small flame she created illuminated not only rooms, but lives, reminding everyone that the most important thing we give is not an object, but love. And every evening, as Sophie lit a candle, she smiled, knowing that her work carried more than fragrance, and light carried her heart, her story, and a warmth that could never be replaced.